G'day, savvy business adventurers. Today we're diving into the world of business debt collection in Australia, the land down under. So grab a flat white and a Tim Tam, and let's explore how to keep your finances as solid as Uluru. Australia, where laid-back meets go-getter in business. Australia, a continent-sized country surrounded by azure waters, offers a unique blend of Western business practices and Asia-Pacific market dynamics. Known for its straightforward communication, love for a fair go, and resilient economy, Australia presents a distinct environment for business transactions and debt collection. Let's unpack the key features of Australia's debt collection landscape. Legal framework. Australia operates under a common law system, similar to the UK. The Australian consumer law and state-specific legislation govern debt collection practices. Economic landscape. With a robust economy driven by services, resources, and agriculture, Australia's diverse business sectors can influence payment cultures and debt collection approaches. Cultural influence. Australian business practices are characterized by directness, egalitarianism, and a no-worries attitude, creating a unique environment for debt collection that balances assertiveness with fairness. Spotting payment droughts. It's not a mirage, it's cash flow evaporating. In Australia's vast business landscape, detecting early signs of payment troubles requires the instincts of a seasoned bushman. Here's your guide to becoming a financial forecaster in the land where even the animals hop the "she'll be right" sidestep. Be alert if "she'll be right" becomes a frequent response to payment queries. While it's meant to be reassuring, its overuse can signal avoidance. Watch for an increase in casual dismissals of payment concerns without concrete plans. The long weekend lag. Australians love their long weekends. But if public holidays are consistently cited as reasons for payment delays, it might be more than just enjoying time off. The tall poppy trim. In Australia, success shouldn't be too overtly displayed. If a debtor suddenly downplays their business success while delaying payments, it could be a red flag. The fair dinkum fade. Australians value honesty. If a previously straightforward client starts being evasive about payments, it's time to pay attention. The sporting season stall. While Aussies love their sports, be wary if major sporting events, like the AFL Grand Final or the Melbourne Cup, are repeatedly used as excuses for payment delays. Australian debt collection laws versus the EU, a sunburnt comparison. Understanding how Australia's approach to debt collection differs from EU norms is crucial for successful financial navigation. Regulatory framework. Australia's debt collection practices are regulated by the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, or ACCC, and the Australian Securities and Investments Commission, or ASIC. These organizations provide clear guidelines that may differ from EU regulations. Statute of limitations. The limitation period for debt recovery in Australia varies by state, typically ranging from 3 to 6 years, which can be shorter than some EU countries. Interest on debts. Australian courts may award interest on judgments, with rates varying by state. Pre-judgment interest is also commonly awarded in commercial cases. Enforcement of foreign judgments. Australia has reciprocal arrangements with many countries for the enforcement of judgments, potentially making it easier to enforce Australian judgments abroad compared to some EU judgments. Bankruptcy and insolvency. Australia's insolvency laws, governed by the Corporations Act 2001, provide for both liquidation and voluntary administration, similar to Chapter 11 in the US. Cultural nuances in Australian debt collection. The power of mateship. Building a rapport and a sense of mateship can be beneficial in negotiations. Australians appreciate feeling they're dealing with a person, not just a faceless entity. Directness is valued. Australians generally appreciate straightforward communication. Be clear and concise in your collection efforts, but maintain a friendly tone. The importance of fairness. The concept of a fair go is deeply ingrained in Australian culture. Ensure your collection practices are seen as equitable and reasonable. Respect for work-life balance. Australians value their leisure time. Be mindful of contacting debtors outside of business hours or during holiday periods. Humor as a tool. A bit of well-placed humor can go a long way in diffusing tense situations. Australians often appreciate a light-hearted approach, even in business. The role of mediation, alternative dispute resolution, including mediation, is widely used in Australia. Consider this option before jumping into litigation. Wrapping up, navigating business debt collection in Australia requires a blend of directness, cultural awareness, and strategic patience. While the process may seem as vast as the outback, understanding these nuances can lead to successful outcomes. For situations where local expertise is crucial, consider professional debt collection services familiar with Australia's unique landscape. Found this guide as refreshing as a dip in the Great Barrier Reef? Share it with your network faster than a kangaroo on a trampoline. Your business associates will appreciate these true blue Aussie insights. Cheers, and may your financial dealings in Australia be as smooth as a surfer catching the perfect wave at Bondi Beach.